Harmony is peaceful and authentic life possible in this world. Just be with me in a minute because I would like to add my microphone. I completely forgot. So stay with me, stay tuned. Just drop the comments below where you're coming from, and that's definitely okay. Perfect. Okay. Is a peaceful life still possible in this world without the chaos, without the distortion, without the emotional burnout? That's why it's a peaceful life and authentic life is possible. I would like to say yes, it's really possible because I'm just only walking. Oh, hi from the Washington. Welcome warmly. Beautiful, beautiful. I love to see the people from all over the world. By the way, I'm from UK, so I'm still living in London at the moment. Who knows where I'm going coming next few years? By the way, is a peaceful life still available for us? Of course it is. Why and how? You can do that. I can show you in this video. By the way, if you would like to watch me more on the different content, I'm really inviting you to go and visit my YouTube channel. It's much more content, much more podcasting, and much more meditations. So it's the peaceful life and authentic life. I know I'm repeating myself, but I would like to articulate this word because so many of you don't know. And I'm not judging. I'm not from the point of judgment. I'm just only telling you from my point of view. What is the authenticity? And what is the really having the peaceful mind, peaceful body? Because as long as you're going to have a peaceful mind and peaceful body, then you're going to be act as the authentic self. Your identity. Know that identity with all masks, all programs, all beliefs. Know that. Know that from the Carl Jung perspective, I would like to say, because Carl Jung, I love the psychology, and today I'm going to show you from the psychological perspective, from the ancient wisdom perspective, and also from the quantum energy perspective. So that's my work, where I'm connecting all three together, because we won't be able to exist without any separation aspects, isn't it? Because we are oneness, we are wholeness, we are whole body, whole energy. So having that, probably, if you know, just don't drop me a comments below how you see yourself to be authentic or how you can see yourself to be fully peaceful. I would like to hear from you. So having that energy and having that knowledge, being authentic, and the answer is much more easier to navigate this world. It's much more easier to bring that peacefulness in your body. That's your birthright. Anyway, peacefulness, that's the rights for the body to rest, to digest, rest and digest, you know what I mean? From the psychological perspective, when the body is resting, you can digest much more quickly. And I'm not talking from the physiological perspective. I'm talking from quantum perspective. I'm talking from emotional perspective, physical perspective as well, but also mental perspective. That all information, when you, I would like to say, having during the day, on the daily basis, you need to know how to digest. You need to know how to digest. And otherwise, there will be a stuck in your head and stuck in your mind, and then chaos is going to create it. And that bombarding you all the time from out, in. But now it's time to create within and out. So that's why peacefulness is so crucial nowadays. That's to be authentic is so crucial as well nowadays. Being authentic is knowing from my perspective, I would like to hear from you, from my perspective, from the psychological perspective, being authentic, that's mean accepting yourself fully. That's simple, isn't it? But how to accept yourself? How to accept yourself with all illusion, I mean, all ego minds, all mask, all roles, all attachments. So challenging, isn't it, nowadays? So at the beginning, when you've got that psychological perspective and when you're accepting yourself fully, when you stop pretending who you not truly are, what I mean by when you playing the role, I don't know, my tongue is tangling today. I was recording myself in a different language a few hours ago and I couldn't express, that was my native language anyway. So I understand when the English language is a little bit tangling today, but my native language was crazy. Anyway, I don't know. So when you've got that role, for example, like a mother, and you are playing the role of the mother, we've got the different roles anyway. So having that role as me, for example, as a mother, so sometimes I'm just only sink in completely and completely forgetting who I truly are. I'm not the mother. I'm not the wife. I'm not the sister. Yeah, they told us we are sister, we are friends. See, but I don't know what I mean by. But drop it down. You're not the mother, you're not the father, you're not the sister. Just drop it and just bring it back to your true self, who you are. Don't allow that mother role, when I'm just only giving you an example, to cover your whole identity. What I mean by yesterday, my daughter, I'm a mother, my daughter told me, Mommy, don't be too perfect. I said, oh God, I am too perfect? And she said, yes, you are too perfect. Just go and do something not perfect. I said, okay, thank you so much. Can you see? Because I tried my the best to be a great mother, but sometimes I'm forgetting myself to expressing myself. And I'm teaching you, isn't it? But we all in that game, all in that role. So I'm really inviting you today. Just surround yourself with your observation. I mean, with your higher self. So the higher self is outside and watching you from the third person, and allow yourself to be who you truly are. Be your authentic. If you would like to sweat today as a mother, just do it. If you would like to stamp your feet, just do it. But allow yourself to express yourself and allow yourself to tell the people, if you are surrounded by those people, just tell them, is nothing bother you? Is nothing going be with you? Just with me, expressing myself, expressing my emotions. And just do it. And just do it. That's your authentic version. Is calling you to be out, practicing authenticity. Yes, that's right, practicing, but it's challenging, isn't it? That's an ongoing process. The authentic know how to express your emotions without judgment. Know how to expressing yourself without any harmness. Not just only yourself, but the people who you contact with all the time on the daily basis. So one more thing I would like to add here when we are talking from the psychological perspective. When you put too much attachments and when you put too much judgments on yourself, don't be surprised when the people come into your life, because some of them, when you're going to drop the mask, they will be going away. But don't worry, it's not permanent. Just that's the transition, because new people is on the way. But remember, when you go and show the new people, the old version of you, the mask with the role you're playing, they will be taking you in that way. So respect yourself, and the people will be taking that. And you, in other way, you are teaching the people how they can respect you, how they can perceive you. Be authentic. So many of will be drop off, of course, but the real and the authentic will be staying forever. Oh my goodness, I couldn't say stress enough. I can give you the example of my, yeah, that's really private, but I know we can talk here. With my partner, we had a challenging time. Excuse me. We had a challenging time And we played the role. I played my own role, who was a victim, and he played his role as a victim too. And then when we met together and we dropped it off, that's really raw, vulnerable, but I couldn't stress enough. I couldn't express enough how I couldn't find the words. When I saw completely raw version of him and expressing himself all the time in a different way, when my attachments in my head, my illusion, my I would like to say story about him was completely different. Oh my goodness, my jaw dropped down, and I said, "God, that's his truest version." And the same way was working for him when I dropped my own mask, when I start swearing, when I not all the time, but when I expressing myself or something really bothered me. But anyway, when I saw him, my truest version, and I saw him like, okay, Gabriela can shout sometimes. Gabriela can stamp her feet sometimes. And Gabriela can sometimes put her feet up and not doing anything. And he was like, oh, you're not running all the time. Oh, you're allowing yourself to rest. Yes, because my feminine energy came back. Finally, hallelujah, glory. So why I'm saying this, dropping your own mask, because when you're going to drop your own mask, the rest of people around you is going to benefit from that. Your mom, dad, your daughter, son, your colleague, so many of you is going to benefit from that. We don't know sometimes. We are just only saying, I'm going to work on myself completely. I'm just only working on myself. But did you know when you're going to work on yourself, you're going to radiate with that energy much more further? By the way, if you're not going to work on yourself, you're going to make distortion inside you, and then you're going to make a distortion outside. The people won't benefit from that. So allow yourself reflect today. Where are you, and where would you like to go, and how would you like to live the rest of your days on this planet Earth? Wow, that's so powerful. That's so really, really strong question. I know. That's right. It allows others to be in their authentic self. That's right. Because we are just only disempowering the rest of the people. You are the power. You are the leader. That's why also on my Facebook group, when we've got the empath, leaders empath, and also I'm just only giving lots of masterclasses around it, and also my program, the premium program around the empath aligned path. When we are working on our truest version, then people having that moment of aha, oh, I didn't know that. I'm supposed to express myself. I didn't know I can say yes or no. I was blindly followed because when I was a child, they told me to be in that way. Even I didn't question it. Of course you can't. Of course you were a child, so you were vulnerable and you completely trusted the guardian, the people who are looking after you. And I'm not blaming and I'm not judging anyone. And definitely I would like to articulate, if you are watching now or later, it's not your fault, beautiful soul. It's not your fault, beautiful energy you are carrying, definitely. But it's your work and job to go and do it, what you need to do in this lifetime. Because it's challenging, and saying from the ancient wisdom, like I said to you, it's challenging to learn that lesson. It's challenging to accept. It's challenging to say the ego mind, no thank you. You've been looking after me since 7 years old when no one came and saved me. And so that's why the ego mind was created, that, of course, be the light. We are the light. We're the light, but we are still in the dark room and we are thinking we are darkness, but definitely is not. By the way, another time, another topic, another subject. So that wisdom energy and that wisdom ancient words, when they're saying you've got everything inside you and everything is working. Okay, perfect. I came back. My microphone is dead, so now I'm going to use a different. So my daughter told me, Mommy, don't be too perfect. So being authentic is not being perfect. Being who you truly are, expressing yourself, and just do it. And just do it. But by the way, thank you for letting me know that sound is off. That's really important for the people watching and you are listening. Thank you so much. So when you stop fighting, the universe is going to give you everything what you really need, not what you want. Definitely not what you want, because your ego mind can create everything. So trust yourself, drop it down, stop fighting, stop controlling. In other words, I need to go there, I need to be there. Oh God, what the people is going to tell about it. Just go out each day, out of your comfort zone, and then you will be seeing lots of changes. Take step by step, spoon by spoon, as a baby. Don't take the full spoon and now choke yourself, and then, or maybe just take a lot and you can swallow it, but then another spoon maybe don't come for another 2 days, 2 months, and your dopamine will be dropping down. And that's how, emotional burnout will come straight away. You don't want to go there. So that's why it's a loop. That's why it's a big loop around trusting, being authentic, taking step by step, spoon by spoon, and not allowing for emotional burnout to come back, because you need to go and reprogram your subconscious mind so slowly and very slowly. But if you would like to work or talk more around this reprogramming subconscious mind, or coming back to your truest version of yourself, bringing that peace, I'm here. You can drop the comments below, or you can just book a really silent conversation with me. I'm saying silent, but we won't be silent. And let me just, when you move to the third part, the third part is around the quantum. Like, quantum, that's me. Quantum is energy. So when your focus goes, energy flows. That's my mantra every time. When I'm just only off of the direction, when I'm just only off of the motorway. It's okay to be off of the motorway. I'm saying the motorway is my life. So sometimes I'm going to on the side, I'm just only reflecting myself and saying, okay, I've been authentic in few places. So then name it. So I'm just only still naming, maybe with my daughter, with my partner, or maybe with the people during the session, or maybe with the people on the masterclass who was talking with them on the masterclass. I was talking to them, or just my ego mind was talking. So I'm still reflecting myself during that time, during that period of time. So that's really crucial to know who is talking, because when the quantum come, when that energy of the manifestation, because we are the energy, that's right, we are 50 trillion cells, which is only vibrating everywhere, and we are moving. So that's why when you're seeing me, you're seeing that's the illusion. I'm just only static, but I'm not. But my pixels is moving everywhere. So that energy, when you focus on the one point, energy is direct, and then follow that energy. When you move out for a little bit, take a rest, reflect, and just come back.
don't worry if you just only drop down on the floor. It's okay, lie down, take a rest, but don't lie down too long. Get up, dress up, and go again. Because when you go and see yourself from the different angle, I mean now, the dropping down on the floor is really good. You're saying, why? Why? Because that's the failure. No, it's not failure. That's the experience. That's a beautiful experience. Because, see, when you not allow yourself to lie down or drop down or allow yourself that failure you're calling, you won't be able to reflect what you've done good or what you can improve or how you can change, because that part of your life is so crucial. Why? Because you can see the different angle of that situation. See, when you're lying down, you're looking up or maybe down, or maybe just seeing in the different right or left or up. I don't know. That's your eyes. So that's why it's really crucial to sometimes stop and reflect and see different angle, or maybe ask somebody from outside how they can view that situation, or how they can view you as authentic self, and make a note and just only confront with yourself. But remember, you've got a conscious and subconscious mind. So that's the few things, because they are not talking together. That's right, observation. So having that energy and changing that perception and changing that angle of the perception is changing everything, is bringing to your raw version of yourself. Because when you're thinking, when you having a great emotion, I mean the great emotion, the really raw emotion of your truest version of yourself, because remember, you've got that energy, I would like to say, they're saying bad and good, negative and positive. You've got the energy. You've got the weaknesses and strongness first. So that's why you need to just having both. You can't, like a light and dark, you can't exist without anything of that. So when you bring in that, coming back to that thoughts and that emotions I said, and when the body is going to synchronize with everything like that, you're going to see how you can feel it, because that authentic version of yourself, it's coming back, because you need to know how to navigate this world where you are living in, and that's a peacefulness and authenticity will be coming back. When you are all the time, let me just only articulate this, in that survival mode, you are just living in that panic mode. Okay, we don't want to in that living longer than few seconds in that panic mode, because that will be staying with you longer and longer and longer. But coming back, just only forgetting a little bit for that now, that peacefulness and that authenticity is possible, I would like to say, every day, on the daily basis. It's possible to be who you truly are by 3 beautiful, wrapping up this video, things what you can do with yourself. So few of you just only been saying no judgments. Of course, don't judge yourself, don't judge others. Be observer, be really observer without any judgments, without any doubts about yourself. You are beautiful, you are perfect in your imperfection. Yes. And then I supposed to say at the beginning, number 1, breathe. Any point in your day when you feel stressed, breathe. I can give you the technique how you can breathe, but I'm not giving a technique. Breathe 4 4 4 3 6 9 3 2 4 4 3 2. No, I'm not going to give you the vibration. I'm not going to give you the heads. No. You can breathe in your own rhythm. Okay, we've got this, but also you can add touch with the vagus nerve, how you can just slowly relax your vagus nerves. So watch me and come back again and tell me how is that works when you had a, I don't know, stressful situation or panic mode. So come back to your breathing and breathe, of course, slowly. Breathe in and short stop, pause, and then longest breath out. You know that. And then figure out your beautiful numbers. Take that numbers intuitively. And then during that breathing in, just grab these 2 fingers and just put under the jaw and just slightly move it down. Okay? Move it down and just move to your heart and stop it. And do this 3 times, but very, very slowly, but a conscious breathing from your belly. Come on, people. People, sorry. I don't know what I was saying. Okay, I know what I'm saying. Breathe in and just slowly. You can touch much more stronger if you would like to, and just come back. One more time. So breathe in, hold that breath, and when you come down a little bit at the end of your neck, breathe out. I feel so calmer. So now we've got a technique around the breathing. Spread the word and tell me how it's going to feel for you. Not today, but you can experiment. So remember that 3 things. Can you remember? So no judgments at all. Observation, 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 no doubting. And then breathing. That's so simple. That is so common, but we completely forgetting about it. Anyway, thank you so much. So let me know how it's going to that practice with you. And if you would like to work with me, of course, I would like to tell you this. That's my mission. You can drop the comments below, or you can just come and talk with me. So link in my bio, you can always reserve your 30 minutes talk with me. And then, of course, if you would like to work on much deeper level on your conscious, on your peacefulness, on your nervous system, I'm happy to guide you. But anyway, we can talk on the call, because that's a long story and long conversation about it. So thank you so much, and follow me for the more content and more news, because the masterclass is coming. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.